Nikki 2 times, coming at you live with another Sunday Funday, and I am in a great mood. We're gonna get things started right away. We got G Does Things, Grant in the house. Good to have you here. We got Sith at PSA Tendencies, Joe Mansman. We've got my alternate channel ego, so to say. Nikki 2 times Unlimited is in the house. Do we have anybody else in here? Justin W. Smith was in before the show as well. Good to have you guys here rocking it out with your man tonight. Go, like I said, I'm in that big, great mood, and you can tell why, baby. And I do it for my man, Sith. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles, baby! We won! We're the winners. We took over Pennsylvania. We're gonna take over the NFC. The freaking Lions lost today to the Buffalo Bills. We're going to go all the way. You're looking at the next Super Bowl champs right here from Philadelphia, baby. Woo! We got Uncanny Swag. What's going on, Swagster? Good to have you guys here with me. Uncanny. Yep. Well, Swag's team did pull off the win today, but it won't be enough. You're not going to win. It's all about the Eagles, baby. Take that volume down a bit. You know, pretty much every show at the start, I am not incentivized or paid by this company, but I always tell you, stay hydrated, drink your prime. With all this screaming, I need to get hydrated, need to keep that palate fresh for 2 solid hours of Sunday Funday. We got Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles. Welcome in, Zach. Always good having you around, buddy. Hit me up. I'd like to definitely do your show again. That was a lot of fun. And speaking of shows, I'm definitely going to be getting into telling you a little bit about some other shows. We got some guests of honor in here as usual, but let me get right into riling off my shout-outs for the week first. We got the trolls starting already, folks. But let it rock. As long as it doesn't get the way it did last week, I'm not going to worry about what they say. Grant, do not delete any messages from people unless they're really bad. Alright, so as usual, like I always do at the top of the show, we go over some shout-outs. Got some great channels to talk about. Some of our ones I've talked about before in the past. And as always, at the end, when I make the show public, I tag all these channels. So if you're not get a chance to check them out now, check them out later. They're not all card channels. They're not all sports channels, but people that I like in the overall community. We got Kenneth Bird in the house. Good to have you here, my friend. Stacy, you can shut the hell up. I'm not going to do that. You can move on. Scroll to the next channel if you'd like. All right, moving on. So, first channel, she is has a very good channel in what she does, but she's also a very big supporter. So, if you get a chance to check her out, I know she'll support you back. And that's National Parks Princess. A little over 1,400 subs. Beautiful, beautiful channel, beautiful person. Go follow her. What's going on, Cinema Llama? Hey, good to see you, buddy. Next, we have my buddy Jason, Canadian Card Breakers, close to 2,000. He's sitting at about 1,930 subs currently, almost at that 2,000 mark. Great channel from up north in Canada. A lot of hockey on his channel, of course. Next, Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Talked about her on the show before, but I wanted to give her a proper shout out this week. She's sitting at 610 subs, and she does a wonderful job with her Advent Vlogmas that she's doing right now, and some of the cool pickups that she gets for different craft stuff. So very cool channel. Check that out. Next, we have another Canadian channel, Jay's Mix. He's almost at 1,000. He's sitting currently right now at 983 subs. Go check him out. Then we got one of my good buddies. I'm sure he'll be here at some time tonight. He's my trophy collector. He pops the trophies up. And we're talking about O-Rod Collects. 143 subs. Check him out. If you're not already subbed up to him, you should be. What's going on there, Red03? Good to have you here, Red. Love when you're in my chat. It's going to be very fun tonight. Definitely going to be opening up cards. Definitely going to be talking sports, especially my Eagles. Then we're going to finish off the regular shout-outs with Scary Terry Cards, sitting at a little over 1,500. The name says it all. He's a Washington Commanders fan, loves his Commanders, loves opening up football. Definitely go check out his channel. Now, other than that, and I want to make sure you guys all know, if you love watching this channel, if you're here on a pretty regular basis on a Sunday, and we have some of the people in the house, take the time on Saturdays, Saturday nights, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Eastern time, 8 o'clock Pacific time. You're looking at Spine Ticks Live every Saturday. We had a blast last night. I'm not always on the show, but Sith PSA Tendencies is your wonderful host. Swag is on there every single week as well. I happen to come in once in a while and have a good time with those guys. Directly after that show is on the Your Team Sucks channel. Is all about sports talk on that channel. First Saturday episode was last night, so go check out the replay of that. I'm going to tag both these channels in at the end. Love to see you guys there in the future, even when I'm not on, because I will be there in the chat every single week, hanging out with these guys. Make sure you're there as well. Justin, I know you can trust him. He was there for both shows watching last night, and he can attest to it, that it is a fun time. So make sure you get out there and enjoy a nice Saturday amongst friends. How about them Rams? They did win, didn't they? Who'd they play? Oh, yeah, that was on Thursday Night Football. That's right. Rams beating the 49ers. I did have them for the week. I have them again this coming week. So, they're looking pretty good. Not bad. I know the Bengals won today. Chiefs won, but maybe a possible injury. But I think they always play that up near the end of every year for the last couple years. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is hurt. Oh, he's hurt. And then he comes out friggin' then throws for 400 yards, 350 yards, or whatever the hell he does. Mr. Miracle. I think it's all bullshit. Texans ended up winning. And then for me, other than the Eagles being the winners, Bills beating the Lions, that's a huge blow to their ego and a step up for my Birds. Coincidentally, this is an interesting little story real fast. I'm almost 49 years old. I've never seen this out in actual public. I've only seen it at the zoo. So it was an omen. I'm out driving around town today, and Lo and behold, above me, and I see it pass by, flew a bald-headed eagle right over the road, and I was like, wait a second, that's a freaking bald eagle. And I looked it up. Sure enough, you can see bald eagles in this area, but this guy's never seen one other than being at the zoo. So I took that as a good omen. I took it as in that the Eagles were going to win today, and sure enough, that is what happened. You guys want to give me an update on tonight's game? I know the Packers were up 14 to nothing. I did have the Seahawks for the win, but looking good for the Packers right now. None of our Packer guys are in the chat as we speak, but let's see. Watch the replay of stinks. Your team stinks. That's right. This thing didn't scroll, so I couldn't even check out any of these messages. So bear with me. I'm sorry. We got good stuff in here. Welcome in good stuff. Jordan Reed. You know, I'm not into that fetish stuff, so I'm certainly not going to oil up for you. We're not that kind of channel. Although it looks like I eat a lot of stuff with Crisco on it. Gunhouse, the only moaning being done around here is when I refuse to pay your mother. What's this? We have lots of drones in the sky at night at the farm. Well, drones have been a big thing up here right now, Zach, up in New Jersey, not too far from here. And then they've actually creeped into this area as of last night. So I don't know what the hell's going on with drones. I don't know if they're spraying stuff in the sky, if they're monitoring people. But I know where I live, we're way too close to a smaller airport. So that's never any good. Absolutely, Eagles all the way, Delangelo. Sorry, I know your Miami Dolphins lost today, so that sucks for you. You're stronger than me? That's okay. I don't even bother lifting, bro. I lift the food to my mouth. I lift my phone to my face so I can see it when I'm playing games. But right now, I'm not playing games. I'm talking some smack. Gonna rip some cards. Gonna get right into opening up a box of Mosaic tonight. I like talking sports. I like chatting with you guys. But definitely one of my favorite things to do is open up the cards. I'll tell you, the only cock that ever hits this mouth is that hot chicken. I actually had hot chicken today. One of those like Indian places with the hot chicken and loaded French fries. All right, so we got 6 packs. I'll open up 3 packs for right now. Hopefully I pull something fire out of it all. Just like this Bo Nix that I pulled earlier in the week. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, go check that out. We're going to start right off with a Kyler Murray, Drake London, Tyler Higbee, TJ Watt, who was pretty much a monster today, but couldn't get the job done fully on us. Tyler Guyton and Audric Estime, rookie for those Denver Broncos. Don't know much about him. Swag can tell me if he's any good or not. Put them up on stage for now. Yo, Dean, what's going on, pal? Good to have you here, as always. Yeah, guys, with the blue wrenches, make sure you go and follow each other. Grant's got a good channel, got a good future ahead of him. Andre Reed in the Hall of Fame. Chad Johnson, Mr. Ocho Cinco. Ivan Pace Jr. Josh Hines Allen. Then we'll pull from the back. David Montgomery on your touchdown masters. And alrighty, now we're talking. You know, I don't have much like for this guy, but Caleb Williams is definitely a good hit out of the box. We're looking good so far. Another similar hit like that, and the box is paid for itself. One more pack for now. Looks like we're looking a little bit quiet as far as where we were last week and what we have going on, but that might be a good thing as well. There we go. Now we're talking. Another great rookie quarterback. Jaden Daniels on the NFL debut. We got ourselves one of our other greens. Jonathan Cooper, Ed Oliver, Daniel Jones, Will Shipley for the PC, and we'll finish this off with an Amari Cooper. So guys, tell me, how's everything going out there right now in YouTube land? Like to hear from you. Yeah, not as good as Bo Nix, right? Right there, Swag. Caleb Williams. He ain't even the second best quarterback in the league. He's not even the third best rookie quarterback in the league. Shoot, he might not even be the fourth best rookie quarterback in the league. Well, D'Angelo, I like your vote of confidence on my Eagles. Yeah, and Swag, I know you mentioned it last night. He did. Jaden Daniels has fallen off the last handful of weeks, and Bo Nix has looked amazing. So, you know, he might very well win Rookie of the Year at this point. I had written it off as Jaden Daniels winning, but Bo Nix has definitely stepped in there. Jaden's still probably second. You're looking at Drake May. At least those three guys, if not more, are all better than Caleb Williams, who I think is just an arrogant prick, and I'm not much of a fan of that guy at all. Yeah, I would like to get another. I would like to get a nice green mosaic of Saquon, and you know, I know Sith talks about like why you can get them cheap on eBay and such, and get cards, and that's a good way to get cards. I know sometimes people talk about it on the Cardmunity Baseball Junkies podcast about getting cards when they're on the cheaper level. Yeah, I went on eBay today to look for current 2024 cards of Saquon. One of those green parallels like this of a Saquon of this year is like $20. I think this is goes for around $30 or $40 right now on eBay, so that's a good card to have. But it's a rookie quarterback. I know Saquon might win the MVP, but to get his current card and spend $20, that to me doesn't make a lot of sense. If it was like $5-6, I'd pick it up in a heartbeat. All right, Grant. Well, thanks for being in here. I'm glad you were able to stay for a little while. I'm glad I was able to have the heat turned up at the beginning of the show. Stop in, watch on replay if you have a chance, and I'll be sure to check out your shorts and stuff that you put out as well. Keep on making those putts. Keep on chipping it to the green and doing your trick shots, and you have a wonderful night, Grant. All right, Honey Badger's the first one in to start talking all that long lost stuff. Maybe they'll all start coming in and we'll ramp it up like we did last week. Cookie Clips, all you need to know is yes, I am him. Swag, I can't seem to do, I don't do my show like Sith and have a bunch of slides ready and a bunch of, let's get this going. This is so off the cuff. Sometimes it goes smoothly. Sometimes I don't know what the hell I want to do next and say next. Sometimes half hour into the show, I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to fill the show? And next thing I know, stuff will start picking up and I'm closing out at 2 hours. Wanting to stay longer, so it had some of these nights go really strange like that. But I mean, since I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight as usual, but we'll see what happens as we go through, and I'll open up the other 3 packs. But just to say, for week 14, on my predictions was 8-5. To bring my total to 131 correct and 77 incorrect. This week I'm looking pretty decent. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better than 8-5, but clearly I'm never like super great. I would definitely never win an office pool, because I'm not pulling off 12-1s and 13-1s or 12-2s and stuff like that, but I'm getting a lot of those 8-5s, 9-4s. I've had a couple 10-3s throughout this season. So haven't done a whole real bad on predictions. Dino, I think I can part ways for that Cooper. You won't see it for a while, but I'll certainly start a new box or package or whatever for you with that card. And guys that are out there, you'll certainly get the ones that I have boxes that that I'm working on. You'll get them sooner or later. I did the other day. I sent one out for Dean. I sent one out for Paul Daves, and I sent one out for Hammy and Sons. So there's definitely I'm working on it. I'm trying to get them filled. I don't want to send out like just 2 or 3 cards. I want there at least to be 10, 15 plus cards in your pile before I send stuff out. So they're starting to come out. Red, I'm working on yours for sure. Justin, I might even have to talk to you about some of your other PC stuff that you might enjoy, so I can make your pile a little bit thick, especially for all the cool stuff that you sent me, and all the support that you bring to my channel. on a weekly basis. So I have to hit you up. I know you're a Steelers fan. I know you like players that went to Ohio State. But I know you probably also collect some other PC stuff. So you and I will get together on that so I can start bulking up your stack as well. K-Star, nothing like going to an Eagles game. A lot of fun. Atmosphere is unbelievably electric. But I'll tell you what, anything down at that stadium is absolutely electric. People going to concerts there. Those are big shows. I went to WrestleMania Night 2 there. Friggin' phenomenal. So I went and saw a friendly Arsenal versus Liverpool this summer, and that was friggin' phenomenal. So anything down at Lincoln Financial Field is absolutely electric. Damn, Justin, got a box as we speak. See, the only problem that what makes it kind of hard for me to fill up for you guys is I don't open up a lot of cards. I just got back in the hobby too, less than 2 years ago, and I'm not opening a lot, so I don't have a lot. I don't have like old stuff from years ago piling up to give people. So I'm just kind of, as I open this 1 or 2 blasters a week, starting to put a couple little cards, but that's why it can also take month, 2, 3 months before getting stuff out to people. Oh, Michael, if I had an OnlyFans, would you be my first paying customer? Would you? Do you think $9.99 a month would be a good number? Maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. Do you think I'm sexy enough for that? I know you do, Justin, and you're great. And as I had said in our message, I wouldn't even say I hope you had a good time last night. I know you had a good time last night, so I was glad to have you over there on Spine Ticks Live, hanging out and chat and meeting a lot of cool new people, and then coming over to your team sucks. A lot of good people over in that part of the community. Some good people to meet up with. So I'm glad you had a good time. You would, Kayla, you would say I would be the biggest star on OnlyFans. All right, well then let's get it started. I'm looking for a job right now, so I mean I'd like to rake in that money, like bringing the cash, making it rain. Sith, you ain't kidding, buddy. You ain't kidding. It's been a lot. It's been a blast. I'm glad when I am on your show that you allow me to shout those guys out, and give them their love and flowers for sure. Bunch of great guys. Certainly, Justin and Dean are here on a weekly basis. Red is here almost every week as well. A couple guys who usually here aren't here right now, but I can expect them to be here later. So I'm hoping Daniel Cryfall will make an appearance. Paul Daves will be in here later. O-Rod, I hope they do make an appearance. Then we got a slew of other guys that are hanging out, but you never know. Sometimes, real life gets in the way from all this whole social media thing. Right. I am not going to wait. I'm going to open up these 3 other packs just because I feel like it. I want all my picks back. And David fucking Putney. Pancake eating motherfucker. We got a Jared Goff, Taylor Rapp, Devon a chain. Like Utu, Latu, Buda Baker. And we will finish off with a Jackson Smith Najigba, and your kid reporter. If I'm not mistaken, Dean, I think this might be one of your guys. I'm not sure. Buddha can hang out here in the back. I'll make note of that, Justin. We got Tony Richardson, National Pride, Trey Hendrickson. We got a second-year CJ to go to my PC. Cameron Jordan, Michael Mayer, and our next green, also Tony Richardson. I don't even know this guy, but maybe Paul Daves will appreciate that being in his pile. There's my buddy O-Rod. Bring on the trophies. O-Rod, you were one of my shout-outs tonight. Good to have you here, pal. Let's get you to 200. Keep on rocking and rolling your channel, buddy. We got Greg Lloyd, Joe Burrow, Quincy Williams, Tyke Smith. Oh, we got an auto. Braylon Allen from the New York Jets. Who the fuck is that? Who the hell's that dingleberry? Bradley Chubb to finish off. What the? I feel like I have the luck to get an auto. Somebody I don't know. I feel like I'm doing an SV bet video where it seems like every time he gets an auto, it's some scrub that no one's ever heard of. Not a horrible autograph. You see the B. You see the A. So probably the biggest hits of the box, you're looking at your Caleb Williams. This Braylon Allen. Buda Baker. Audrick's time. The Tony Richardson. The Mari Cooper going to Dean. That was really it. Nothing else to squawk about. Is he any good there, Justin? I mean, it's a nice looking card. I just don't know nothing about the guy. I know at least when I got the Bo Nix in the other box, I was like, all right, my box is paid for itself. I don't know, Maddie. I don't know where the trolls are. I'll tell you what, as much as it was kind of annoying, it filled up a lot of time and made the 2 hours last week absolutely fly by, and I thoroughly enjoyed having it. It was certainly an epic night. Far exceeded anything I've done to this point. as annoying as it was for me, annoying for my moderators, swatting them down and helping me out. You know, typically I get about 35, 40 thumbs up on any given Sunday. Usually get anywhere between 500 and 900 views, and anywhere between 25 and 30-ish watch hours when it's all said and done. And then it might pick up a little bit. Sometimes people do actually, and I appreciate it, watch the live stream and replay, which is a big deal, and I like. But man, last week's live stream, closing it out, had about 45 watch hours, had 95-ish, 96 likes. I think a couple people took away their likes, or their channels got canceled because it came back to it's like 93 likes, and there was like, I believe, like 2,400 views or 2,200 views. So that chaos for that 20-ish, 25 minutes that they were all in here talking all that nasty stuff, had the channel blow up, and it, as Sith likes to say, will go down in vertical stream history. We're gonna have a plaque with this beautiful face on it saying Troll King. Unfortunately, Maddie, I know that your Indianapolis Colts lost today, but I'm sure you could be happy because of how much they beat up on my 76. The Pacers beat up on my 76ers the other night. Colonel Ward, if you, I have done a couple, nothing in quite a while as far as soccer, international football goes. If you have a chance, go into my files. I actually have a playlist that's all my miscellaneous. When I say miscellaneous, is I open a lot of football, baseball, and basketball on the channel. So they all have their files of their own, but I have all my hockey, wrestling, and soccer all on one playlist. So if you check into that playlist, you'll see a couple things that I've done. I do think I might have sitting around here. I've got a couple soccer cards, nothing crazy. I've got this nice base Christian Pulisic, plays for the U.S. men's national team. Oh, and I know Dean's probably like, stop with the soccer already. Let me just take a quick peek. Oh, this is a good card. Not soccer, but Mike Trout, Unleashed. I've got a Juan Soto around here somewhere as well. Cool Bryce Harper card. Yeah, I don't have any of my other soccer cards laying around right now. Now, the players he doesn't like are the Dingleberries. Oh, wow. Yeah, Maddie, that's a shame because I'm sure anybody, with me included, that has some nice Richardson cards wish he was good. Those cards devalued real quick. You know what? Sorry, thought I had more of the soccer. I'm a Chelsea Football Club fan. They won today. Manchester Derby was today. I hate both of them. Manchester City and Manchester United. I hate as much as I hate the Yankees. Hate the Cowboys. That's that whole. That's the team everybody bandwagons on. So I can't stand them. But I actually rooted for them today to drop City another notch because City's an actual good team. So I'm glad United won today. Turn this down some more. I can't hear myself think tonight, guys. That'd be really cool, Maddie. Unfortunately, guys, that's like an area I can't get into too much. I don't know enough about college basketball or college football. I mean, I can tell you, I have a liking for Zach's Georgia Bulldogs. It's probably my favorite team. Has been since the day, the good old days, the 80s and 90s. I don't know, for whatever reason, I gravitated towards Georgia. Also, back then in the 90s, for college basketball, I'm a Duke fan. Uh, yes, I know. Go figure. The guy complaining about people jumping on the bandwagon teams. I have one of the biggest current bandwagon teams in football and one of the biggest bandwagon teams ever in college basketball. But, those are the teams I've been into. I don't have much to root for here in Philadelphia. What the hell am I going to root for? Temple? Maybe Villanova? People might say, well, why don't you root for Penn State? Why the hell do I want to root for Penn State? They're like 3.5 hours away from here. I've got no affiliation to that at all. Ooh. Mouth is real dry tonight. Already jumping into bottle number 2 of the Prime. It's not even a hydration thing. It's not that hot in here tonight. It's actually pretty cool in this bedroom. I was going to save this to next week, guys, but I seen Liquid Death. I know some people who drink that. Yeah, go Owls. Yeah, thanks, Zach. Hang out with me. I'm going to open this week. I might regret that and then have no product to open up next week, but let's go for it. 6 packs, 15 cards per pack. I'll break it out a little bit slow. 2 packs now, 2 packs a little bit later. I'm kind of hoping Daniel does jump in here at some point. He's the one guy I can count on to do my to do predictions with me. Let's pull something nice. You're right, Zach. Let's see. Can we get a downtown out of this group? We're going to pull the rookies right away. Xavier Leggett. I thought this whole thing was going to be rookies. My bad. Jahmyr Gibbs. Darren Waller, C.J. Mosley, Tyler Lockett, Donnie White, Luke Musgrave, Joe Tooney, Sam Darnold having a hell of a come up. I'm thinking, he might be like up for one of those like comeback of the year players or something like that. Jim McMahon in his Eagles uniform. Look at that. We're talking, what's that? That looks like Kelly Green to me. White jersey, gray pants. I can dig it, my friends. Tony Pollard, Muhsin Muhammad, Will Anderson Jr., Dwight Freeney, and we'll finish this off with a, what is that? Malachi, right? Malachi Corley on the rookie revolutions. Let's at least get a little sleevey sleeve on him. Sorry, can't do it. I am keeping that Jim McMahon card. Russell Wilson, Brock Purdy. Also, I'm going to put him aside. I've been actually holding on to my Purdy cards. I know they're going to start not being worth anything. Darren Payne, Mike Vrabel, T-Law, can't even beat the Jets. Trevor can't beat the Jets, Lawrence. Gardner Minshew, Gus Edwards, Kobe Turner. Ooh, Mean Joe Green on the all-time Gridiron Kings. Jordan Morgan, Javon Baker, Breece Hall, Drake London, Derek, not going to be the MVP, Henry. And we'll finish this pack off with Dalton Kincaid. Super Slab, that was not a rookie card. This is this year's card. So that, oh yeah, year 2, I guess. Yeah, if you have yourself Brock Purdy optic rookie of any sort, especially you get a nice low numbered one, an auto, you're still hitting money. Values have probably come down quite a bit, but you're still hitting money. CJ Stroud values have probably started coming down a little bit. I know Bryce Young values unfortunately came down because I have a really high valued Bryce Young card that I should have tried to unload. Yeah. Brock Lesnar. I didn't see that, Justin. That'd be cool. Tedrick, yeah, your the opinion on your Vikings. I don't want to say anything negative because there's nothing negative really to say. I don't think they're going to be in contention. I'm very impressed with how they played. I love how they get rid of Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold has a I don't know, like I forgot the word. I can't think of the word, and I'm pretty smart. But I forgot the word. In revolution, insurgent, revitalization of his career. It's been fun and impressive to see that. But at the end of the day, it's all about the Eagles. It's all about the Lions. I still have your arch rival, your team's arch rival, Green Bay, as the dark horse of the NFC. But yeah, they've had a pretty good season, but it's not going to end in an NFC Championship or a Super Bowl run. But good for them and how well they've played this year. Oh, I picked Seattle, but I know early on before I started the live stream, Packers were winning 14-0, and believe me, like I said, I had Packers at the dark horse, and I still thought Seattle was going to win today. Super Slav, you are not kidding. And guys, I appreciate it. You new guys stepping in here right now. Super Slav and Tedrick, good to have you here. Stay for as long as you want. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying yourself. I always like to have new people in here having a good time. We tend to have a little bit more in here and a little bit more lively. Maybe people are getting ready for the holidays and aren't quite in here tonight. Not having the trolls that I typically have, but I'm still having fun as always with my crew. I thank you all kindly. Maybe it also has to do with that Green Bay Packers and Seahawks game being on, because I know I got a lot of Packers bros up and around this channel, so maybe they're all too busy tonight. I actually wouldn't be surprised now that I think about it. One of my cohorts, Jazambi, who does his own live streams, typically doesn't run into this live stream, but he does like to do live streams of his reaction to Packers games. So he is probably live streaming tonight, and quite a few of my buddies are probably hanging out with him this evening, which is okay by me. I cannot complain, but I'm guessing that's why we're sitting a little bit low tonight. Hey, Pedro from Brazil. What's going on there, Blake? Who we been pulling? Penix. I'm sad because I am evil. How can I become a good person of good heart? I don't have a whole lot of good advice on that there, Pedro, but a quote I've always heard is, seek and you shall find. So seek out a good heart and you'll find it. And my favorite new quote of 20 that I've been using most of 2024 is, make adjustments, not excuses. So if you want to change your life, it's up to you to change it and not make excuses of why you can't. That is my PSA for this evening. Hi, what's that say? Mr. Timmy. Hello, Mr. Timmy. We're getting close. We're getting in there to hour number 2. Might not stay for the whole time. We'll certainly open up the cards. We'll certainly get all my predictions in. But guys, it's another chair spinning time, baby. Woo! Thank you for all being here. We're only sitting at 9, but we have 14 likes. We're having a good time as always. My good friends are here. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I guess people didn't like the chair spin. We lost a couple people real fast there. Jason! Welcome back. Good to have you. You know what? There you go. Don't abuse it, but there is your blue wrench. We haven't had to deal with the trolls tonight, but we are having fun. We're getting ready to get into hour number 2 shortly. I'll start my predictions, and then at the top of the hour, we'll raise the roof again. We're going to start off for week number 16. We're looking at Thursday night football is Broncos at the Chargers. I have the Broncos winning. I would love to pick the Chargers, but they're falling short. Broncos are on that nice big rise. So I got the Broncos winning. 2 Saturday games, something you don't normally see. We got the Texans at the Chiefs. And I may be crazy, but I'm going to pick the Texans. I have to. I can't go against the Texans. I know I shouldn't go against the Chiefs, but I can't go against the Texans. They were my pick for Super Bowl champs, so I'm going with the Texans. And probably, I'll have to see as I go further down this list and think about it further, but this might be the game of the week. We're talking about Pittsburgh Steelers at the Baltimore Ravens. I know Steelers win. They win the division. Ravens are still clawing in because they want to have that division as well. So we'll see. Steelers at the Ravens. I say the Pittsburgh Steelers pull it off. They're not going to lose back-to-back. They're going to win that one. So we'll stop right there for right now. Just want to see what else we got going on. See what you guys have picked. Justin W. Smith is also going with the Texans. He's going with the Steelers. Jason has the Chiefs. Justin also has the Chargers. So a little bit of a different pick. I don't know what this Jay Shri Ram stuff is, but okay. Trace Armstrong, lineman for the Bears, late 90s. Well, how about Stretch Armstrong? How about that? Or yeah, I know. I would have thought the Steelers would have. I'm not saying he's great or anything like that or any good, but I think Justin Fields should have just stayed the quarterback. They should have stayed the course there. I think their season would have been even more flourishing if he had stayed in than having Russell Wilson. But they've managed to win games throughout the year. So and I had them as my dark horse pick of the AFC. But I knew that my Eagles were going to spank on that ass today, and they certainly put it to them for sure. I know we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit with a couple fumbles, but Daniel, I get you, buddy. No biggie. I understand. I was actually worried. I figured Green Bay was playing tonight. I thought maybe everybody was hanging out over at Jazambi's channel this evening with him, but no problem. Thanks for letting me know. You didn't have to do that. Nia, I don't know what you like. Do I like? Is that what it is? Ayumo? Like? Yeah. Or you like me? Yeah, Steelers can keep. Well, I mean, Swag. He did play a lot. He at least played better for the Steelers this year than he did for the Broncos. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. Sucked over there. I get it, Justin. All right, I don't know if this is really the hype up song for us, but we are at the top of the hour, and we're moving forward right here on Sunday Funday, episode 29. Come get it, my Eagles fans. Come get it, my football fans. We're flying high, baby. I'll bring it right to you once again. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles, baby. They're going to the Super Bowl. Forget those Lions. Forget those Packers. Zach, where's your Atlanta Falcons? Because they ain't here to be found. If we play the Bucks right now, we'll kick their ass too. Vikings ain't going to do shit. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. I don't care if it's the Bills. I don't care if it's the Broncos. I don't care if it's the Chiefs. We're going all the way, baby. Yeah! I don't know about that song. The beat don't really drop right, but you know I gotta drink before this fat guy ends up having a heart attack. Feel like I need a couple beers in me. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, fly, Eagles, fly. You get that pump for Georgia Bulldogs. Zach, I would love this. I would love to see you get absolutely hype. You know, your PG version, but I'd love to see you get that hype again. I would love to be back on your show, hanging out with you. I had a blast, so we'll have to talk about doing something like that again in sometime in January. I definitely have some things for myself planned. Nothing major. I haven't put a lot of thought into it, but my intros are gonna my intro outro I'm gonna try to change up so that it's fresh for 2025, something a little bit different. I'm gonna try to put a little twists on certain things. It's not gonna be all ripping cards. I'm gonna have to, because has gotten kind of expensive. I'm gonna have to maybe switch to showing off card sets and stuff. I know some of you guys out there, like Justin, do really well with doing showing card sets. So to kind of keep that cost down a little bit, those might have to be what my weekly videos look like, and whatnot. But I'll still try to open up some cards on the channel as well. Continue to do shorts as well. Might switch into a little bit of some of the stuff like Zach does, and maybe continue on with those Walgreens finds and Target finds and that Walmart finds and stuff like that. Some cool stuff that I see, and leave my shorts to that, just to continue to grow the channel as we move into 2025. All right, let's open a couple more packs. And Zach likes to drink the Sprite. I don't drink much beer, to be honest with you, but I feel like after my voice cracked a couple times there, maybe a beer would do me some good. I kind of like when the kit reporter's on the back, so I don't know what that last card is. All right, move that out of the middle. We got Jalen Wright, Jared Wiley, Kansas City Chief. There's that Anthony Richardson guy. Bobby Okereke, Quinnen Williams, Greg Zerline, the kid reporter, Jordan Addison, Lane Johnson, even for this Hall of Famer, had a little bit of a hard time with TJ Watt today. Jalen Warren, Nick Bosa, Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, Andre Johnson, DeForest Buckner, and we'll finish off with a Dallas Turner on your Elite Series rookies. For the Vikings, we'll have to give a shout out to my boy John, ripping packs for you, big Vikings fan. Ugh. I hate when I can't get the card in the sleeve. I feel like a complete rookie. One more pack for now. Jason, I think I probably do have quite a few Ottawa Senators cards. Not a lot, but yeah, I should have some. Oh. I think that's going to be an okay card. Nothing crazy. For just an insert. Edrin Cooper, Jace McClellan, Joe Burrow, Mari Cooper base, Patrick Surtain II, DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen, Zach Martin, Dave Robinson, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Ramsey, Ricky Jackson, Jim Hart, Steve Young on their creamsicle Buccaneers jersey. And we'll finish this one off. Red hot rookies, Marvin Harrison Jr. And I don't want to hear no dibs. Dibs, Nikki 2 times. Justin, I might have to then put that in your pile because, like I said, I really I appreciate your support, but I also want to give, you know me. I try to be a good guy, give back, and you hooked me up so well. But we'll talk for sure. All right, getting on to some other games going around. We'll do the next 4 real fast here. I'm just going to rile them off. Then I'll check back in with you guys in chat. Giants at the Falcons. As much as Falcons are a dumpster fire, Giants are considerably worse. I'll go with the Falcons. Patriots at the Bills. Going with the Bills. Cardinals at the Panthers. We'll go with the Cardinals. And the Detroit Lions at the Bears. Lions continue to roll or get back on the winning side there. Bears don't have what it takes to hold those Lions back. We got Falcons, Bills. Well, Zach, I wouldn't mind seeing the Falcons definitely pull off the win. Bijan, I'd say is my biggest. Well, Bijan is my big outside of the Eagles PC. My Bijan collection is certainly growing. So that my Bijan collection might have to be one of my first PC videos that I do show on the channel, because it's definitely between a lot of the ones that I've gotten and some of the ones that the community has sent me as well. So I got a pretty good Bijan collection working. All right, Christopher Works. I think I do have them Bucks winning this coming week, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't gotten to that game yet. How can you say the Miami Dolphins are better than the Eagles when they got spanked today? The Eagles friggin' won again. They're what, 12-2? No, 13-2. They've won 11 straight. Some shit like that. No, I'm sorry. 12-2. They've won 10 straight at this point, and they're down to having to play the Commanders, the Giants, and the Cowboys. Probably going to win all three. I don't mind trolls, but let's at least be realistic in what you're saying, because then you just make yourself look like a complete moron. Barry, bring them all in. Come on. We've been sitting at around 9, 10, 11 people, 12 people in here right now all night. I want to see the 30 again. I want to see it heavy. I want to see 20 minutes of absolute chaos in here. I guess I just can't get the back-to-back weeks. It's all right. That's not going to stop me from doing this. When I was first doing this, the first handful of weeks, and Barry, I know you were even there then. Red was in quite a bit back then too. 4, 5, 6 people. I still tried to pull in about 2 hours. Get about 10, 15 likes for the whole night. No biggie. I continue to run with it, and I have these weeks that take off. So I'm going to continue to do this. I'm going to continue to hang out on cis channels as much as possible. Not every week, but definitely enjoy doing the lives when I can. That's why I'm ready to get on to stuff like Zach's channel again and get out there and just have fun with great people in the community. I didn't call you a moron. I called the stupid Dolphins fan a moron. I would call you a moron for being a stupid friggin' Boston Bruins fan. Or what do you got? Swag and Barry are having a bromance going on in the chat. It's lovely to see. Barry blushing. All right. Guys, next handful of games. Titans are playing at Indianapolis. I'll stick with Indianapolis. Rams at the Jets. Let's go with the Rams. Eagles at the Commanders. Let's keep it rolling. Fly high, baby. Browns are at Cincinnati. Let's go with the Bengals. Oh, and congratulations to the New York Jets for actually winning a game. They beat the even bigger dumpster fire Jacksonville Jaguars. Go Jets! Jets, 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 Jets. You fucking suck. I can't believe the Jags let you win. Dino lurking. Those gummies kicking in heavy, Bow. Just chilling and relaxing there, Bo. Oh, I didn't even realize that, Zach, that it was the backup quarterback. I was talking shit on Trevor Lawrence earlier in the show. What else we got going on? All right, so speaking of the Jags, this is where Sis team, my second favorite team, this is a dumpster fire within a dumpster fire. Probably the dog game of the week. Jacksonville Jaguars at your Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Raiders finally pick up a good win at home in Vegas. They're going to beat up on the Jaguars. I think it's going to be a fun and interesting game. But, you know, that's your dog of the week. Vikings at the Seahawks. Vikings win another win. 49ers in Miami. Miami with the win. Dolphins, you're done. But you know who's even more done? The 49ers. That's going to be one of those like 12-9 games with the Dolphins winning. So, 2 more left. We'll get into that shortly. Let me open these last 2 packs. Then I'm just going to sit back, give the 2 predictions, and then sit back and we'll coast through for the last half hour of the show. No problem, Jason. I'm glad that you came back in this week. That's why I gave you the wrench. You brought the heat last week. While we're still here tonight, I hope you can bring a little bit to the table because we're a little bit more laxed this week. So let's keep it hyped up so we can go another 40 minutes strong. Harry Bear, where do you live? That you're a Bruins fan, but then a Saints fan. Like, I don't know how that equates. I'm geographically inclined because I was born in Philadelphia. I live right outside the city limits as we speak. So I will always be diehard Philadelphia. You know, secondary teams, we could talk about that another time of why I like the secondary teams that I like, but I don't know. Your favorite teams on stuff, that to me never equates when people root for teams where they don't live. Gotcha. Okay, so that does make sense. So that's actually pretty cool though too, being a Saints fan. Yeah, you're kind of in proximity, I guess. One of the closer teams to be involved with the Saints. Gonna have while I get ready to open these cards, if you want to put it in the chat why you're a Bruins fan, that'd be cool. And I like that because it shows you're not like this bandwagon type of guy. Because then you'd be rooting for like the Penguins or something like that. So freaking Penguins, I can't stand them. I want to open up these last 2 packs for you guys. We got my boy One of my good friends that I haven't seen in a long time in the chat, Big Thrift Philly, notice cat in real life. Good to have you here, Danny. Good to see you. Good to see that you posted a video not that long ago either. Love to see you keep on posting. Love to see your son post some cool shit too. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, I don't watch the Sunday night games typically because of doing the live streams. I did watch when the Eagles played. Let's see. No bandwagon. Auburn, Saints, Astros, Bruins, Celtics, sink or swim. Yeah, so yeah, Astros makes sense as well for like proximity level. Bruins and Celtics. You're gonna have to kind of explain yourself. Your Boston kind of link there. I don't know if you got like a grandfather or father or something like that grew up this way, but that's a little bit interesting. You're gonna have to give it a little bit of an explanation. Let's open these last two packs, guys. Definitely haven't really opened any fire tonight, but one of these days, that's what's going to make the channel explode. I'm going to pull some friggin' big card one of these days on a video, or preferably the live stream. That would be really awesome. Geno Smith, Young Ho Koo, Lamar Jackson. You're not winning an MVP either, pal. James Cook, Steven Davis. It's going to be a little bit harder now for Saquon because he didn't have the best of games. But, that's because they were playing the Steelers, who have a good run defense. KJ Osborne. Plus, the Eagles were trying to make a point that they can pass the ball and please A.J. Brown. Cole Kmet. Brandon Cooks. Travis Etienne Jr. Zamir White. Khalil Mack. Matthew Stafford. And on your red border, holy cow, Dick Butkus. Solid. Old school name. Liked him in the different movies that I seen him in when I was growing up. All right, we got a rookies card. We're gonna end on that note on this last pack. Lad McConkey, Ryan Flournoy, T. Higgins, Elijah Moore. That's the one thing I don't like about Diners. You have all these cards, but they're all base. Like, you get one insert per pack. If you're going to give me 15 cards, can I get at least 2, maybe 3 inserts per pack? Alex Singleton, Puka Nakua, James Lofton, Trent McDuffie, Aaron Jones, Jake Elliott, actually made a field goal today, Zach Thomas, Cameron Jordan, Roger Worley, Levante David, and the rookies, Joe Milton III, New England Patriots. You guys are gonna have to tell me if he still plays. This is a current. I guess he would be. The rookies. I'll put that in SV Bet. Seth's pile. Still working on his second package to send out. You ain't kidding. This box sucked, Justin. The mosaic was okay. Let me just quickly run through what I have. Slight recap. All these freaking base cards, you know, they're like toilet paper. I think what I got to do, that's something I want to do this year too, is find like a place that I could donate off. I have so many base cards that I just want to donate off to somewhere where they can give them to young kids, because it's just taking up a lot of room. It's nothing I want to like ship out to people either. But if I can find just a local place to donate my base cards to. Free up a lot of space here. All right, you guys are going to have to tell me. I don't think... Oh, Justin's leaving. Hold on, let me read this. What am I missing here? Logan, I am having a great night. Thank you. You're going to have to tell us what movie you're watching. Last night, between the ending of the one show that I watched... No, actually, before the start of the one show that I watched before Spine Takes Live, I watched Smile 2 last night. So you're going to have to tell me what you got yourselves into this evening. I appreciate you stopping by, Logan, and at least peeping your head in here. Very cool. You have a good night. Red One, okay. I think I watched that. Yeah, pretty sure I watched that. All right, quick recap, and I don't think I know any of these guys. So you guys that are a little bit more proficient in football might have to tell me what I got going on here. So just going to go over, before I go over the inserts, the rated rookies. We had Xavier Leggett, Javon Baker, Jordan Morgan, Jared Wiley, Jalen Wright, Edrin Cooper, Jace McClellan, Devontae Walker, Isaiah Davis, Lad McConkey, I heard of him, and Ryan Flournoy. I don't know any of these guys. Your inserts were not all that desirable either, except the one wasn't too bad. But we're looking at your canvas type card, Gridiron Kings, Mean Joe Green, Rookie Revolution of Malachi Corley, Dallas Turner on the Elite Series, Joe Milton III on the Rookies, your red border, Dick Butkus, and I'd say probably, I guess, the hit of the box, you're looking at Red Hot Rookies insert of Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, I figured Justin, he'd be the best. He's the only one I even know out of those rated rookies. Music's popping a little bit, keeping me awake. I might actually have to have some coffee tonight so I can stay up and watch a little. Watch. I think it's the finale, if I'm not mistaken, of Yellowstone tonight. So I need to be able to stay awake for that. All right. Last couple games we're picking up on here. Those Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to be in Dallas. We'll go with the Buccaneers. And an all-important game for the Packers on Monday night that week, hosting the New Orleans Saints. I think that's going to have to be a huge game for the Packers for their playoff hopes and dreams and stuff. So, but I got the Packers winning that game. And that's about all we have. Justin, that's really cool. I tell you what, that show, that I would never want to be like a ranch hand or whatnot, or what those guys do. But watching that show makes me want to, like, I don't know, get on a freaking horse and just ride. And I have been on a horse, and boy did it hurt my freaking balls. But I had a good time on it doing that before. It's like one of those things, like I see where they're filming, and they probably film in like Canada or some shit like that. But wherever they film and the scenery makes me want to retire to Montana. Forget all that. Let's retire to Florida, or you West Coast Californians want to just find some little side place. I don't know where you guys think about retiring. But me, I'm thinking, like retiring Wyoming, Montana, something in just some great landscape of Americana. That's my idea of a place to be. No, and I figured as much, Justin. But especially because they're really heavy onto the livestock portion and his land and this and that. But I'm sure being there in person, you're looking at absolutely beautiful scenery and streams and lakes and stuff like that. I love to fish, so that would be my ideal thing. Let's move to Montana in some sort of furnished, like a cabin that actually, like updated cabin with heat and stuff like that, and near a lake or riverbed somewhere, and just fish my days away till my last breath. All right. So we kind of like covered everything. Only going to hang on for probably a little bit longer. I don't think we're going to quite go the 2-hour mark. If anybody's got anything that they think that we can talk about before I close shop, I'll certainly try to string us along here to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are the shows I'm currently watching. I'm watching Yellowstone. All the other shows I watch are on hiatus till mid to late January. They're all on that winter break. I watch the Law and Order shows. I watch the Chicago shows. They're all sitting back right now. I'm binging the hell out of Sopranos. I might probably by the end of tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll probably be through season 3 of that. There's 6 seasons, but like season 6 is double or something like that from what I read or looked at. So it's kind of like 7 seasons, and I'm about 3 seasons through. Yes, absolutely. And somehow, if I'm able to, I would love to live till I'm 80. That's wishful thinking, but hopefully we can get there. At least if I get to retirement age and that's where I do retire to, I might have an easier time of making it to 80. If I could stay in this environment, I don't know if that's happening. What's going on there, Vince? Yeah, no Packer game start here. I was saying it earlier. I'm assuming if you want that, you might have, and I might even check out to see if people are over there. But Jazambi's probably live right now himself, so that might be where the after party post game is, because he likes to live stream during Packers games. So it's probably kind of lively over there. Some people are probably hanging out there. Big Thrift. That's what I was actually going to mention that next. Cobra Kai. We didn't have to really binge that. We've watched it as the seasons have come out, so we're all caught up, waiting for the last part to come out next year. Yeah, so good. I wasn't wrong. Little lower key tonight because my crew is probably hanging out with him tonight, which is okay. You know, at least people stopped through here. I'm happy that you stopped in. I had my boy Dean in here, had Justin in here. Red was here earlier. Barry hanging out. I know, Justin. I know. I'm just saying that I'm sure some of our normal crew has been hanging out with him tonight, which I get. Some people in YouTube land get butt hurt when other people are live streaming at the same time, this and that. But you know, me and Jazambi, we're like we're like this. I try to be at his lives as often as I possibly can. He doesn't normally stream on Sunday nights, but I figured he was going to be streaming tonight because that's his thing to stream. He's usually Wednesday night, and go follow him, guys, if you're not following him and are not familiar with Jazambi. Wednesday nights he does custom cards. Friday nights he does blaster test and hanging out and opening up cards. Sometimes he gives away cards. He's great guy in the community. Been following him since we were both under 100 subs. Been following Sports Card Ripping Teacher Vince about that long as well. Seth, I appreciate that. Yeah, Sunday night's the way I like to roll. It's always been the easiest for me because I definitely don't disrupt Saturday and don't like. I'm in my son's room, so I don't like to do it during the week. I let him stay up a little bit later on Sundays anyway. And also for me, I typically when I had a job. I didn't want to do it during the week. Having a long day at work and then come home and try to do a live stream. So Sundays have always worked best for me. Justin, as I keep telling you, don't ever worry about it. Sometimes it's not always easy. I was stagnant right around 300 for like the longest time. Tweaked a few things. It's still a slow moving process even to this day for me, but you keep it up. You have great sorry. I always tell you, you have wonderful edits. very strong with that. The cards that you show are phenomenal as well. Your background is cool as shit. Just keep it up. Keep like at least what you were saying. As long as you have more subs than than videos, don't give up. I will at least tell you, at least go with that. But don't ever get discouraged. If you're having fun, keep on doing it. Sometimes it's just about following other channels, getting into some of these live streams as well. That's how my channel started growing. I started interacting a lot with the Spine Ticks community and some of the other card communities, and that's where people started following me. And then when I started doing my own live streams, and Dean Kennedy, buddy, my right hand man, raising the flag up. People started coming in strong on this live stream. And then Sith, who's on his PSA tendencies, he's been here almost every single week to himself, giving back. So just keep on doing what you're doing. There's people that care about you, that want to see you do well. So don't give up. That's why I love when you're here and I can invoke your name, and you know, I also it's not even just the cards. I love when you get away from that a little bit too, and the stuff when you were showing your horror stuff. That's really cool too. Sith, if you ever get a chance, I don't know, Justin, if you have it set up in your stuff in a playlist. But Justin was doing a lot of cool horror stuff earlier this year, like late summer into September. So all really cool stuff. Yeah, just ones off the top of my head. I think he had some cool Jason Voorhees stuff. I know, Justin, I believe you're really big into it, so he's got a lot of cool Pennywise stuff that he was showing on his channel. Yeah, Justin. I mean, sometimes too. If first of all, you gotta do it for fun. Don't make it a job. I even sometimes fall into that habit of making it too much work. Like if you saw this room, you were like, oh, I see what you mean about being overwhelmed. Because it's we're trying to put cards away, trying to also put boxes aside so that I can send out cards to people. It can be a little bit much, but first and foremost, do it for you. But sometimes, yeah, you gotta move away from just your one niche, and you gotta expand a little bit. For a while, I was showing comics on the channel. I haven't showed comics in quite a while. I was doing AI stuff on the channel when the bit earlier in the year. That was like the big thing to do, and I kind of moved away from that. I do a lot of the Pokemon shorts. That's to drive subscribers to the channel, because that's where I get the most subscribers, by doing those shorts. You might not want to do Pokemon, but consider doing more quick shorts, 15-20 second shorts of like a pack of cards, maybe ripping cards and posting it, putting some hashtags in there, and I guarantee you that's how you'll get view count up and subscriber count up. And I know a few of the guys in the chat can attest to that works to a degree. Berwick, you're absolutely wrong. Thanks for being in here. Feel free to stay as long as you can, but Packers or the Vikings are not taking it. They're not even making it to the Super Bowl, neither one of them. Everything is going to roll through Philadelphia, and it's not happening. Lucas, you're Brazilian. Good to have you in here. Yeah, I can only imagine, Justin, even just by the box that you sent me of stuff that, and then you're saying that you have tons more, and I know you've given so much to Jazambi to give out and stuff. I can only imagine all the cool stuff you have that you're going to be ready to share with us, and I'm going to be on that ride with you. I know sometimes I get backed up and I didn't watch your latest 5 videos, but I watched all 5 of those, binged the hell out of them yesterday, and enjoyed every single one of them. All right, Vince, I gave you a wrench. Make sure you guys are all subscribing to each other. But I think most of you guys, at least with the wrenches that are in here right now, are subscribed to one another. Dan, Big Thrift Philly, if you're still in here, let me get you one as well. We've almost actually made it to the top of the hour at this point, just having a little PSA time, a little chit chat. Sometimes it's my own fault. I quickly try to get through all this. I probably didn't even need to open up this box of Donruss tonight. I probably should have stuck with the plan and saved it. But when I rapidly go through everything and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my God, I still have an hour and a half left of the show. I want to try to fill it up. Shit happens. Pablo, I'm completely psyched. I'm going out of my mind. It's been a fun ride. It's going to continue. They're going to win. They're going to win out. I'm hoping. Well, they might not. The only reason I'm going to say that they might not win out is they might not need the last game. But you know what? They probably are. I'd like to think that they're going to go for that 1 seed no matter what. And we'll probably need to play through all 3 games to make that happen. But for some reason they don't. They might, and they sit people, and maybe they'll lose with the backups with the Giants, but who knows? Wow. And Vince, you have that video posted? Because I haven't watched quite a few of your last set of videos as well, so I gotta binge you this coming week for sure. Oh, and speaking of Brock Bowers, there's your. I think he could possibly be in the offensive rookie of the year category. I would say might be holding him back behind your Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels is just because of how bad the Raiders are. Yeah, and Justin, I look at that too. The freaking Chiefs are so beatable. They're winning games by less than a touchdown almost every single one of these games. They're not blowing anybody out. They're super low scoring games. Yes, I believe that they do get bailed out quite a bit by the refs. Call me a hater. Call me what you will. It's not all about them being some winning team. They have a really good defense, lots of injuries on the offense, And I don't know if that is the reasoning behind Mahomes, but Mahomes has been very pedestrian this year. Let's start from week 1. High scoring, crazy game. Ravens should have won the first game of the season versus Kansas City. Kansas City should have probably lost this week. They certainly should have lost, I think it was last week. All these games, I'm just trying to look back a little bit. Even the Raiders game. Friggin', that came down to some bullshit that was of the Raiders making a little bit, but if you almost lose to the Raiders, I almost don't want to say this now. If you almost lose to the Raiders, you shouldn't be considered as a great team. And the reason I almost didn't want to say that because we almost lost to the Panthers last week. So it's almost like the same conversation. If you almost lose to the Panthers, then you can't consider yourself a great team. But here we are. Call me a hypocrite then. Gotcha. All right, so I might as well give everybody that I shouted out again. I want to shout them out one time, and all their names will be in the description after I post this live stream publicly. And then once I'm done that, going to turn up the volume, shout you guys out that were here with me tonight, and close shop. I do thank all of you guys. Let me jump right into it. So make sure you're following National Parks Princess. Lovely person. She's sitting with a little over 1,400 subs. Canadian Card Breakers. One of my good friends up north who collects baseball and hockey. Does a little bit of some other stuff as well, but that's his main hobby. Sitting with 1,930 subs, so let's get him to 2,000. We got Christie's Crazy Crafty Life, Veronica. You can see her every Saturday in the chats over there at Spine Ticks Live. Does a great show, great stuff on her channel as well. Her Vlogmas, Advent Vlogmas that she's doing right now. Check her out. You've got Jay's Mix, almost to 1,000, sitting at 983 subs. Let's get him all subbed up. O-Rod Collects, sitting at 143 subs. He was here earlier. He loves to give me the trophies. I love receiving the trophies. I know they're not just participation trophies. So I like O-Rod. Let's give him a sub. And we'll finish off the regular shout-outs with Scary Terry Cards, sitting with 1,530 plus subs as we speak. Thank you, Justin, for your kind words. As always, guys, whether I'm on the show or not, I will always be in the chats hanging out. Let's continue to make Saturdays great. Spine Ticks Live, sitting at 250 plus subs. That show runs from 11 p.m. Eastern to approximately 1 a.m. Eastern. That's 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock over there on the West Coast. Directly followed by Your Team Sucks, currently sitting at 46 subs, but let's continue to grow that channel for Sith. Great host of both shows. we're going to make that into something. And that's, Seth, I'm telling you, as you continue to do the things that you do, and you're business savvy, and you're editing savvy, you know, with just a little pinch of help from me, and you're with swag and perch, that's going to be the big sports show of late Saturday nights going forward. So let's all continue to sub these channels, guys. Get them rocking and rolling. Make them into something truly special. Thank you for continuing to have my live stream grow as we go forward. So I got, sounds like crap music. See if I can find something cool to edge us on out of here. We're gonna have my apologies, guys. You know, I like to ramp it up to close out the show. Oy. All right. Anyways, just gonna have to deal with it. At least we got a vibe. A nice vibe here. Feel like I'm listening to some Irish EDM. I want to thank Vince, Sports Card, Rippin' Teacher, for being here. My boy Dan, Big Thrifty, is in the house. Big Thrift Philly. Sith, PSA Tendencies, Spine Ticks Live, Your Team Sucks host. And here, Justin W. Smith. We had Red 03. Dino was in the house. My boy Daniel Kripal stopped by to say hello. Logan the Gamer was in here as well. You can also check him out on his other channel, From the Hill. We had, sorry, just trying to remember. We had a bunch of people I never heard of in here. We had Jason Armstrong in here again for another week. It was great having you in here. I know you said you won't be here next week, but I thank you for being in here this evening. We had Uncanny Swag in here as well. We had Barry. Barry was in here early. We had Zach's Cards and Collectibles in here as well. And if I missed anybody, my apologies. You know that's not my style. But thank you guys all for being here. Of course, let's go Birds. Y'all have a wonderful night. Take care.